Hello there, my name is Peter. I'm the web developer for company WebAcon. If you're looking for web development solutions, we do that. Today we'll be migrating a website for one of our clients from an old version to a new version. Now, our client's website is extremely outdated. It uses PHP version 5.4, and we need to migrate it over to 7.4. Very big jump. So we're going to do that right now. And first off, there's basically two ways how you can do this. First way is that you just go into the administrative panel and just click upgrade the PHP version. It takes 1 second to do that. The problem is that if you're running a fairly large company, you can lose, you basically risk of losing all of your website content as well as your website itself if your scripts are not compatible. So this video is about how to do it safely, and it does require quite a bit of time to do that. So first off, we're going to do this process live together with you. It might work, it might not work, so there's always an element of risk here, so we'll see how that goes. Before we continue, I am going to log into his website, and his website is almost there. There we go. And obviously not showing you the password. Okay, so we are inside of his website. The first thing that I've done is I've actually installed all-in-one migration, and I have exported. I just clicked export file and I exported the website. The next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to go to my server. So login.acfboot.com. We're going to log in under administrative panel. And I've actually created a website for him under a subdomain, xlitt@acfboot.com right here. And we're going to be importing his website into the subdomain to make sure that we preserve the website in case something goes wrong during our upgrade process. So you can see that PHP setting here is 7.3, so that's the version that I'm running. We're going to install WordPress first. So the WordPress that we'll install right now is the latest WordPress version. So I'm going to pause the video because I need to get the password here. Actually, I don't need to get the password. Just going to click install. So I'm using pretty much what's called Plesk within my server. To administer accounts, you can use whatever platform that you're using, but the process is pretty much the same. My recommendation is to always have a developer do that. So we're not going to install plugins. We're actually going to go directly into the website. Notice that I don't record any passwords and login information. We don't need them right now. We're going to go to plugins. I'm going to add a plugin, add new. And it's going to be all-in-one migration. So we just type in all-in-one, and then we're going to install now. So basically we're doing a backup of the website right now on the subdomain. Manual backup. Manual backups are always a lot better than the automated backups. We're going to import the file, and I already saved the file yesterday. So it is within my downloads here. There we go. Yeah, so we need to increase the upload size or get unlimited by downloading another plugin that they have. Let's download the plugin. Close. Okay, so we're going to go to plugins, add new. Plugin, choose file. I'm going very fast here because I didn't really want to take up a lot of time doing this. If you are following along, you're welcome to slow down the video. Okay, we're going to go back to all-in-one migration, import file. Okay, 1 second. Alright, I clicked export. Yeah, we need to import, not export. That's the one. Okay, so it's going to upload, and it's going to take quite a bit of time because his website is 400 megabytes. Huge. Shouldn't be that big, but they use visual editors. That's why the website is so big. So there's a big likelihood that something is not going to go well. So we're going to wait until this progresses. Once it does that, we're going to be looking at how this website functions on the PHP version 7.4, actually 7.3. And if it works well, then we are fairly safe to switch the PHP version on his existing website, on his hosting account. And if it does not work, we have a backup within our hosting. So that's the safe way of doing things. Again, the video is fairly fast, but it did take a bit of time to prep everything. I'm going to go to client's account in GoDaddy, and we're going to be, actually no, his account is in Ionos. So we're going to go to Ionos right now, and we're going to look at how we switch the PHP version at Ionos. Again, for security reasons, I logged into his account. I didn't show how I did that. And then I navigated over to the hosting button. Once I'm at the hosting, you can see that I'm not showing you what's above here because it has proprietary information, but here's the PHP button. So we're going to click open right here. Okay, we're going to retrieve the data, and we have here's the website, and that's the PHP version that it's running at 5.6. I think I lied to you when I said 5.4. So it is 5.6. Not any better though. So we're going to be switching it to PHP 7.4 shortly, or 7.3. Again, my server is running 7.3. 7.4 isn't that big of a difference. So we'll probably be doing 7.4 shortly. Okay, let's have a look at our process here. 73% progressed. While we are waiting, I'm going to open up incognito window. Inside the incognito window, you can see that nothing really happened here. Still waiting for this import to finish. I'm going to put this video on pause because I don't want it to bore you with the import process, and we'll come back shortly. Actually, while it is important, I'm going to give you a bit of advertisement. We do web development, webbaker.com. We build high quality custom built websites. So if you're looking for high quality custom built websites, you found us. That's what we do. We do high-end graphic design work as well. You can check out some of our portfolio items here. If you are a developer and you are building websites for other people, I have a really cool item for you. We're going to go to acfboot.com. This website is still under development, but if you used advanced custom fields, we have created advanced custom fields library of elements, which allows you to quickly and easily put together websites. So if you look at the hero image, I'm going to expand. Obviously I have to log in. You can try it out for $1 per month for the first month, and then it's $5 per month ever after. But the value of this library is probably in the ranges of $200 a month, I would say. That's fairly awesome. You can just copy the script. It comes with advanced custom fields. Here's the JSON file, so you can include it fast into your website. We'll check on this process here. Almost done. Well, actually it's done. And we have CSS files, so everything's included. So you copy, paste, and off you go, and you can have really cool modules within your website, including blogs and social media integrations. Check it out when you have time. Okay, so let's go back to our process over here. We have our hosting, we have this thing which we don't need, and we're going to proceed. Again, really cool, we have nothing to lose here, because this is just a staging space. Okay, so it's going to say that everything imported successfully, and it's going to log us out right now. Let's have a look. Settings, permalinks. Yep. It will ask us to be okay. I'm going to update the WordPress database. Everything works really fast because this website is custom built. I'm going to refresh this page. Okay, there we go. We have just included the website. You can see that some things are not exactly the way that they should look. So there are some issues, and it could be permalinks. So we're going to look into the permalinks right now. Now, because we imported the website, I'll have to use the same login credentials as his old website. That's why I didn't save passwords previously. Okay, so the email is correct. Don't need to worry about that. We're going to go to all the way down into settings and permalinks. Okay, once you do this import, really important to click save changes. Okay, so the changes have been saved. Let's have a look if that resolves some of the stuff here. Okay, so the revolution slider is not here, it's gone. That is important to keep a note of. And I see quite a bit of things that are not exactly the way that they should look. I am happy though that the website isn't broken completely. So this is how the website should function. Definitely is missing a bunch of items here. Let's have a look. Let's inspect it. Okay, 94 errors. That's a huge amount of errors. $105. So it has to do with I think it's running in loops of some sort. Yeah, it's trying to pass an event and it's not able to do that. So all of those errors, they're attributed to one item. Okay, so in general the website works. This is really good. Okay, so once we do that, we're going to go through another process. We're going to actually update the plugins. Going to select here, plugins, update. So this will bring all of the plugins up to date. Now there's definitely a problem with that revolution slider on the home page. It's almost like it doesn't exist. Now there could be a reason for that, because that revolution slider plugin could be the premium version, and this website doesn't hold the license for the premium version. We just cloned it, but the license is associated with a different domain name, so that could be the reason. Okay, so we're in process of updating plugins. Going to refresh the page. Also, what else do we see on the home page? So there's a background image that's missing here, and I wonder why. I wonder why we don't see the background image here. Let's inspect it. Okay, so it just came back to life, and the background image magically appeared. Okay, I guess it got scared of me. Okay, so I don't like the black over here. What's happening here? Looks like that's how the designer made it, which is a very crude way of putting design together. It looks like an error has occurred. I realize that I'm criticizing somebody else's work here, but it is what it is. Okay, looks like we have just the slider that's not working. What's up with the slider? So all of the plugins updated successfully. We are running the latest version of the WordPress. I'm really happy with how the process went. Contact us pages sometimes have problems after such a major update. Okay, everything looks good. The slider. Let's have a look at what's happening with the slider. Our previous website, where is it? So we have screen recorder, which we don't need. Okay, that's the website, and Revolution slider is right over here. I think the Revolution slider is missing for some reason on our new website. Seedbot settings. Yeah, the Revolution slider isn't found here. That's so strange. Okay, let's have a look at the plugins of existing websites and plugins of this website. Okay, so Revolution slider is right here. It's not activated or something. Update required. Okay, let's click update. Update. Okay. So plugin update failed. Package could not be installed. So yeah, that's what you get. So looks like we'll probably have failures with the slider, and that's why we do this ahead of time. Another thing to watch out for. Let's have a look at the plugins. If the slider, Revolution slider, didn't go through the update properly, what else hasn't? Okay, so we're going to look one plugin at a time, and I'll probably do this right here. So we're going to go to all-in-one migration. That's fine. Extension, seedbot, contact form 7, duplicate post. Duplicate post, where are you? Okay, so duplicate post is nowhere to be found. Use duplicate post. Duplicate post isn't that critical because it really is a tool for a web developer or the website manager. This one is active, that's good. Okay, we're going to skip all of the... We have slider Revolution, which doesn't work. WordPress Studio Cache works, it's fine. WordPress Bakery Builder. Okay, I think this is the culprit behind other things not working. In terms of the Revolution slider, I think it's connected together. I may be wrong on that one. But and it's asking for a license, I think. Okay, it couldn't be installed. Okay, what are we going to do? We're going to go to plugins. We're going to type in Revolution Slider. We're going to delete this one. Actually, it's here, Slider Revolution. Let's activate it. Okay, so Slider Revolution is here. We have just added it, and it has the images now. Let's have a look what will happen on the home page. Okay, excellent. So website is cloned and it's working fine. Took us 20 minutes plus some time yesterday that I spent working on it. So really good. Let's now we can see that this website runs on PHP version 7.3. Now I feel confident that we can upgrade it on the client's website. Okay, let's save this and keep our fingers crossed. Okay, let's have a look at the actual website now. Okay, everything works. Yay! So really, in this specific case, all it took is pretty much a click of a button to go from one version to another version. However, a lot of times we see that this doesn't work. Oh, there you go, see? Look at this. Output class PHP, operations class PHP, so we did not see this on our website. And now comes the hard part, and this is where I'm going to turn off the video and going to go through each of the plugins here. Actually, you can see this is Revolution Slider. That's why my version blocked it, because it had PHP errors. And yeah, we're going to go through an update now. If you want, stick around. If you don't want, that's pretty much what you get if you just click the button Update. In order to fix the errors that we're seeing here, we have to kind of work inside WordPress. First of all, we're going to go through all of the updates. So this is our website, and let's see if the administrative panel still works. We're going to go to Dashboard, see if it's going to reload. Okay, it reloaded fine. That's really good. First, we're going to update the WordPress. So we're not only switching the PHP version here, we're also going to go through a complete website update. So going to go to Updates. Okay, so we have the current version of WordPress. We have the latest version of WordPress, 5.6. Really good. Okay, we are just going to update themes. Just to make sure if there's any errors within the themes, we want to make sure that they are up to date. Okay, so looks like the theme that they used originally is not supported anymore. That's dandy. That happens often. That's why you don't want to have a pre-built theme. That's why you want to have a website custom build, so you don't have a problem like this. Okay, so the theme isn't supported, so really it's a matter of time until PHP version changes far enough that things start to break up within the core themes files. And there's nothing we can do except rebuild the website from scratch and actually build a custom version, a custom theme. It doesn't even cost that much more. Custom themed website costs about $1,500 for a 5-page website. So this is the case where you pay less upfront, a little less, but you pay a lot more in the future. Okay, so we're going to go to updates now. Unfortunately, the theme is not going to update. That's the core theme that this website uses. I'm going to try again, just in case. Okay. It's not going to work, and there's nothing we can do about it. Let's go to plugins now. And we're just going to bulk update everything. Okay, so looks like default updating might have been disabled. We'll have to do it manually from what I see. Slider evolution. So we're seeing exact same behaviors on my website. And plugin update failed. Okay, let's go back and do the same maneuvers we have done on our server. I'm going to go to plugins. We're going to slider revolution. I'm going to type it in here and we're going to click activate. So it looks like we have another version of revolution slider. And I think we need to disable. Okay, slider revolution is here. I think we'll have to disable the one that does not update. Or did it update to this one? Not sure. Let's have a look. Okay, so the PHP errors are still here. Going to disable revolution slider. Deactivate. Refresh. So there's definitely errors with the revolution slider. So this is the case when I'm going to have to go inside the actual source code, and we're going to delete some of the plugins and reinstall them manually. What is interesting is that the slider actually works. Usually when we have such errors, everything else breaks within the entire website. Okay, so I'll set up FTP connection now. Okay, so the Ionos shared hosting is a bit tricky to set up. They use SFTP. We have connected to it. We're going to connect through SFTP, and then we're just going to download the specific files that we need to work with. And the specific files that we see here is the home pages, public HTML, W includes FOMO. W includes FOMO, and then we can see that it's plural forms.php, so we're going to tackle that one first. Let's circle our local view. Let's have a look. Alright, so what else is really useful is that it tells a specific line of code that's affected 210. 210. Okay, here we go. Continue. going to change this to continue to, and we're going to upload this. So we're tampering with the actual source files now of the template. Okay, look at that. This warning is gone now. So pretty much we have to repeat the process for the other items, plugins. So we have a couple of plugins that need to get through the same update. I'm going to go to remote server, we're going to go to plugins. Plugins is inside WordPress content, and going to move this to my other window so we can look at so I can see which specific files I need to pull up. And we're inside the revolution slider, ref slider, operations, class.php, includes, operations class, so we need to get that. Actually, two of them are inside that one file, and we have one output class, that PHP file, which also needs to be updated. So ref slider is really messed up here. Okay, so the next thing that we're looking at is WS content, so it's inside the content file, and new plugins, WordPress engine common, WPE, which is inside, should be here somewhere. Oh, yeah, this didn't open. So WPE secondary. I'm really happy that WordPress actually shows us the source files where the problems are, because we'd pretty much have to rebuild the theme if WordPress didn't have this functionality here. Public HTML. Okay, so we're going to look at the WordPress includes right now. Class WordPress. Oh, that's the actual file, class WordPress. Class WP, and then hook, class WP hook. There we go. We need to get this file. Okay, so this should be it in terms of the files. So plural forms is done. Going to look at local files. Plugins, ref slider includes function class and output class. Then we have the plural forms, which we've done already, and this one. Okay, excellent. So first we're going to work with options class, operations class. And in here we're going to look for line number 2758. can see how big the files can get. Sorry, this file. 2758 27 758. Okay, so this needs to go to continue to. And we have the same problem with the 2758 and 2762. 2762 continue to. Okay, we're going to update this to see if it did not want to go through. Okay, there we go. Let's have a look at if the website still works. And we should see these two problems disappear. So operations class.php should be gone. We should see only 1, 2, 3 errors now. And it's still here. And it is still here. Okay, that's odd. So now we need to just double check on that. We're going to search for continue. Yeah, there's a bunch of those. Let's just quickly check on it. 2758, 200 and 2000, 2758. Okay, so that has been modified. Oh, sorry, it has to be continue 3. Continue 3. That's why it didn't work out. It has to be continue 3. Okay. Refresh the page. Okay, there we go. We just got rid of the 2 errors that we've seen. We're going to go to output class.php, code line 3689. Continue to. Okay, so this is slightly different error. So we need to define a constant, pwp_name. And again, what we're doing here is really a band-aid. We cannot rebuild the entire plugin to make sure that it's PHP compatible. So what we'll do is we'll just pretty much define it right now within the server here. And I'm going to quickly double check if we are able to, if we're allowed to define this specific name within the WordPress architecture. And if we are, then I'm just going to declare it. So I'll be right back after a quick research. Okay, looks like we can do that. So I'll probably define it right within this specific document, because I don't really know exactly what and how this file does within the WordPress engine. But if it requires that specific constant here, then it's a good idea to give it right within the document right here. So we're going to do define, and then we're going to give this thing a value of basically nothing, because if it wasn't defined before, probably it had a value of nothing. Now that can pretty much destroy the entire WordPress if we WordPress engine, if it is done incorrectly. Let's have a look at the website still functions. Okay, so it still works, but did we upload it? Why does it still give us the same error? Okay, there we go. I forgot to refresh it and upload it to the server. So now that error is gone, and the website still functions, which is good. If we click on home page, you can see that it still works. So we have just defined it. Again, really need to make sure that this website gets proper development in future and is rebuilt with the proper PHP versions and doesn't have as much code as it is right now. Okay, so the last thing, so the posts expected to be a reference value given in this webhook. So I haven't seen this error before, so I'm going to put the this video on pause right now, and I'm just going to go and research what this is all about and how to resolve this specific error. Okay, so this one's a dandy one. Basically, all of the comments online, you can search it yourself. Tells you that just update your theme. Well, we can't update our theme, or they tell contact your developer. So we're stuck with those options. So here's my idea. To resolve this, we can get the same file from the installation that we have just done on a different server, right? And which doesn't have the issues we see here. So I'm just going to jump to my server, and we're going to just copy that file. Okay, so we navigated over to this location. This is the staging space, and right now we're going to be retrieving that file. Let's have a look at that file. So the file is located in WP includes class webhook, WP hook, .php. WP includes class WP okay, this will be faster. Okay, let's download this file. Download. Right, so this file has been downloaded. What I think happened is that the developers of the previous website, I think they disabled the WordPress updates from going through to specific locations. and I'll show you why I think that's what happened. So going to go to downloads. Okay, WP hook, there we go. We're going to take this, drag it over here, and paste it here inside the includes folder. And yes, we're going to overwrite it. We're going to update it. Okay, I'm going to close out of the changes. No, I don't want to reload it. Just going to upload it. Okay, so the moment of truth, still here. It is still here. So probably this problem is not related to this specific file. Probably there's a different file that that is responsible for triggering this problem. Okay, so it looks like we do need to do the update for the WordPress. And it told me that the WordPress was all up to date previously, when in fact it wasn't. So it's asking us to do the WordPress engine restore point for the site. So we're not going to do that. The reason why is because we have a backup on our remote server. So we're just not going to do a restore point. We're going to update it straight away. And I'm going to probably put the video on pause while it's doing that, because it might take a bit more time here. Actually, it went fairly fast. Okay, so it went through. Right now we are running the new WordPress version 5.61, so we have updated WordPress. Let's have a look if that error disappeared and if the website works. So the website works, that's a good sign. But what we need to do is go to settings. I'm going to go to permalinks. I'm going to just click save changes again to make sure that all of the permalinks get updated. And we're still seeing that that error. Just one little error that we need to resolve. Okay, so and we have one more error. So I'm going to put probably this video on pause and tackle the errors that we're seeing here that are coming up. That's what happens when you have an outdated theme that does not isn't able to go through an update process. Okay, so coming back, we're still getting errors, but coming back to the WordPress administration, we can see that there's a bunch of updates that suddenly this thing wants us to update. Okay, that's good. Let's do bulk update again. So it's seen that there is a huge change in terms of the versions of the plugins. That's fine. We are going to do an update now. We'll see if the revolution slider updates. Okay, so one failed. Okay, so it's still failing us. Let's have a look at what happens here. Okay, so revolution slider is not working. We're going to go to plugins. Okay, we're going to do very rough experiment here. We're going to delete WP hook.php. We'll see what will happen if we delete that file. Yeah, so we're going to remove it. Okay, so that file was needed. And we're going to upload it back again. Okay, from what I'm seeing is that we might have to clone the backed up website that works and basically replace this website. I really don't like to do that, but in this case I think this is one of the only options that we have left here. We can also save Revolution slide themselves. Delete Revolution slider and delete the bakery and reinstall those. That could potentially help. Quick research online showed us that there is a couple of files that might need to be deleted. That could potentially help out with the situation that we're seeing. So we're going to go through the process of deleting these files and see if that's going to remove the error that we're seeing. Okay, so I've deleted advanced cache and the problem disappeared. So I think what happened was a correct assumption that we have some external file that was pointing incorrectly to that post function that they had, and that's what gave us an error. So once we deleted the cached file, well, what was that? Advanced cache.php, and WordPress will just recreate a new file if we delete this file. It basically removed that pointer, and it can now use the caching process. It can use that function, post function, properly. So I think we're pretty much done with this. Wasn't a simple task here, but we managed to resolve it. If we're going to inspect it, we can still see a bunch of console errors. But again, this is way beyond this small task of upgrading PHP version. Not only did we upgrade PHP version, we pretty much updated all of the WordPress. Again, a slider is still stuck in the old version. We cannot update it to a new version. It fails. The theme is outdated, and there's no way how we can update the theme. So that stays broken. Well, not broken, but outdated in terms of PHP compatibility. Right now it's compatible, but in a year or two we'll have a new PHP version which will probably break something within the theme, and we'll have to do patches again. I mean, what we've done here is patchwork. We haven't updated all of the scripts, and it's impossible to update all of the millions of lines of code that put together the theme that somebody else programmed. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully this was helpful. Again, my recommendation is to never have a theme that somebody else built for mass production. Make sure that that theme is developed specifically for your website. This way, the amount of files are reduced from 400 megabytes to 6 megabytes. And that includes pictures. So that is very easy to maintain. The website works reliably, it's robust, and it works really fast. Hopefully that was helpful. Basically, you can see how the update process works now for something like this. Last thing is to make sure it's just we can send a message. Test message. Okay, so the captcha is not working, but I don't think it ever worked. Okay, so the message has been sent. Hopefully it was received. Well, all of the configurations in terms of SMTP email delivery haven't been changed. We didn't touch those. And hopefully they are using SMTP or mail gateway. Let me know if that was helpful. If you need your website to be updated to a newer PHP version the proper way, my recommendation is to hire a professional that actually knows what they're doing, and think about getting a website that actually can scale and grow with your agency, not something that is there temporarily. Okay, you have a good day.